A child's complaint of a monster under the bed leads to an arrest.
This all happened in Barton County, just outside of Great Bend on Monday. Gabriela Hernandez is there with what we know tonight.
One key piece of information here is the Barton County Sheriff's Office says the man found hidden under the child's bed was not unfamiliar with the home located in the neighborhood. The Barton County Sheriff's Office says the incident happened around 10:30 Monday night when they received a disturbance call to the 2000 block of Patton Road. That's where a woman babysitting says one of the children complained there was a monster under the bed. When the woman attempted to show the child there was nothing under the bed, she came face to face with a man who was hiding there. Deputies say there was some sort of an altercation that left one child knocked over during the struggle. The suspect then ran away before deputies arrived. The next morning, the suspect, identified as 27-year-old Martin Villalobos Jr., was found near the home and after a brief chase was taken into custody. The sheriff also telling me that Villalobos had a protection order against him. He is being held on a $500,000 bond. In Barton County, Gabriela Hernandez, 12 News.